Major League Baseball division series, and because of timing, timing kind of stunk because I wasn't even to give like any predictions for the series last week because not everything was set in stone, so I didn't want to, give any prediction. Obviously, the wild card games had to play out. That was Tuesday, Wednesday. Red Sox took care of the Yankees 6-2 on Tuesday. And then the Dodgers going to ninth, tied with the Cardinals. Chris Taylor hits the walk-off home run to send them to the division series. I'm not even kidding. Wednesday night, I thought Cardinals Devil Magic was going to come about, and I thought they were going to win the game. That 88-win team against the 106-win Dodgers, I was like, this is just set up right now for the Cardinals Devil Magic to get into a deep postseason run. And I'm so happy that did not happen. But right into Thursday. And it's easy for me to say now, like, this is what I think is going to happen. This is what could happen. Going into the division series, I liked Houston. I liked Tampa. And then for the NL, I liked Milwaukee. And I liked the Dodgers more, although the Giants have the home field advantage. But again, this is one of those. It's an odd year now. Giants, they had that even year, like the even year dynasty. When it came to the World Series of 2010, 2012, 2014. But breaking it down, Thursday, Astros take care of the White Sox 6-1. Rays took care of the Red Sox 5-0. Both took that series lead. Last night was the big one. You had all four series going on at the same time. Astros took care of the White Sox 9-4. Astros are up 2-0 in that series. They go to Chicago for the next two, if necessary. Obviously, one more win, and Houston moves on to the ALCS. Brewers took care of the Braves 2-1. And this is how I think the series is going to go. I think that this series is going to be low scoring. What we know of, the pitching is going to be there for Milwaukee. Corbin Burns was fantastic. Charlie Morton matched him. And it wasn't until that Rowdy Tellez 2-run homer when the Brewers took the 2-0 lead. Jock Peterson ended up hitting a solo home run in, I believe, in the top of the ninth to make it 2-1. But when you're a three-headed monster, a pitching staff with Milwaukee, it's Burns, it's Woodruff, it's Freddie Peralta, that's going to shorten series. And I think it's a big reason why, if the Brewers do make it to the NLCS, it's obviously only going to come about is if their offense can put up runs, because that three is as good as anyone's three remaining in the postseason. Even the Dodgers, when you have Buehler, Scherzer, and I don't know if their third starter would technically be Urias or someone else. I'm not sure because Kershaw's not pitching. Obviously, he's out. Tampa Bay put up a 5 spot in the first inning against Chris Sale after putting up 2 in the top half of the first. It was 2-0 Red Sox. Jordan Luplow, 2-strike, 0-2, grand slam, tank off of Sale. 5 runs in 1 inning, and the Red Sox still won by 8 runs and ended up being 14-6. The game took 2.5 hours to get to like the 5th inning. It was 8-5, 8-6 at that point, and Red Sox just absolutely, it's what has got them here. Their offense is lineup 1 through 9. There's not many holes in that lineup. And if you can get to the Rays pitching staff, which has been so good this year, and Kevin Cash has been so good being able to piece together innings and getting his guys to throw up zeros. Last night kind of showed you that there's a little bit of vulnerability there, although I still think overall Rays have the advantage when it obviously comes to their bullpen. And I mean, it's 1-1. Boston made it a series. And then Giants win 4-0. Posey homered, Chris Bryant homered, Brandon Crawford homered, and it was the first inning. Posey 3-0 opposite field into the McCovey Cove. They got to Walker Buehler, and they hit home runs off of Walker Buehler, and they take a 1-0 lead in the NLDS. The Thursday night game for me, the 5-0 Rays win, was an example of just how awesome postseason baseball is. And yes, last night, 14-6, back and forth, the game's never over. Thursday night, you had Randy Arozarena hit another postseason home run, and we all know what he did last season, and 11 home runs in a 19-game span, going back to last year and to, obviously, Game 1 of the ALDS, the first postseason game, obviously, for him this postseason, but 19 games, 11 home runs. And to add an insurance run in the 7th, straight steal of home on an 0-2 pitch. Have you seen this video?
I have not.
Please look at it. Please find it. It's one of the most impressive things you will actually ever see. Now, Oles and I went back and forth on this. There is a rule that the pitcher Josh Taylor could have thrown the pitch and essentially pegged Randy Arozarena. So 2-strike count, meaning that, if Taylor doesn't step off and throw the ball home, if he just threw a pitch in the zone, the umpire has jurisdiction to call it a strike. 2-strike count, ball's getting ready in the strike zone. He's able to throw a pitch. Can call it a strike if he wants to. Call the batter out. Ball's dead, and I think the run wouldn't count. So here's what it was. Guy goes, if I'm reading this correctly, this particular rule gives Josh Taylor the motivation to stay on the rubber and simply try to nail Randy Arozarena in the ribs, being I'm just gonna throw it at him. And so rule, it's batter's out when with 2 outs, a runner on third base, and 2 strikes on the batter. The runner attempts to steal home on a legal pitch, and the ball touches the runner in the batter's strike zone. The umpire shall call strike 3, the batter's out, and the run shall not count.
Yo.
Before two outs, the umpire shall call strike 3, the ball is dead, but the run does count. If there was less than 2 outs.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, it's 2 outs, you try to go home, batter's out, inning over, run doesn't score.
Yeah.
There's no way anyone knew that that's a rule. As a player, you're not oh, if I simply throw the pitch and hit the bat, and obviously it makes the batter step out. I'm not swinging at this pitch if my teammates are running full force into home plate. But it's hard that let's say just threw a ball down the middle, and it was called a strike, and Randy's running hard, he's sliding head first on home plate, and he doesn't get tagged, but the ball's just umpire had the ability to call strike 3, but because Taylor stepped off and was late, obviously it's not a legal pitch, but if he just went in and threw the ball for a strike, could not have had one of the better postseason moments that I think it started off the postseason perfectly with what we're hoping to see more of. Were you able to find the video?
I haven't.
Did you watch it?
No, I'm going to watch it after because you'll hear it.
Oh. No, watch it.
Maybe I'll put it into the video.
If we're loud.
I mean, we're not making money on this.
No. But I thought that was really interesting. I thought that was a very interesting rule that I don't think many, maybe coaches do, but the players themselves, I don't think really. It's hard to react like that.
Oh yeah.
If he, you don't think 2 outs, 2 strikes is. If he steals home, just throw the pitch, you're fine. No one thinks of that.
In the heat of the moment.
Right. So, AL Division Series, Houston's up 2-0. Tampa, Boston tied at 1 apiece. Milwaukee up 1-0. San Fran up 1-0. NLDS games are tonight, both game 2s. 5 o'clock is the Braves-Brewers game. And that's Max Fried against Brandon Woodruff. I think it should be another good pitching matchup. And then Dodgers-Giants, 907. So, yes, it is Urias against Kevin Gausman. Logan Webb pitched friggin' unbelievable last night, 7 2/3. Gave them a great Game 1 outing. And even the Giants, in terms of pitching, match up nicely with the Dodgers. I mean, giving Webb going shutout ball. You have Gausman, who's been a Cy Young type of pitcher all season, going Game 2 to give you a possible commanding 2-0 lead. These are 5-game series, so it's hard to, going up 2-0, it's hard to judge where the series goes, because it's do or die at that point for the other team's going to win 3 in a row if you're down 2-0. That's why the 7-game series are so much more. All right, you're down 2-0. You can still, you could win 4 out of the next 5. In that sense, if you win 2 in a row, you get a tie. You lose 1, you win 2 in a row again. It's a lot more doable. Overall, I think the series, which is 2-0 right now, and that's Houston and Chicago, the whole cheating thing made it like a big thing. People are dumb if they thought or forgot how good the Houston Astros are, because there is not one hole in that lineup. They are flat out, in my opinion, maybe right behind Tampa Bay, the best team in the American League, and in my opinion, if they're playing like this, are the favorite to be in the World Series for the AL, facing whoever. And if it's Astros-Dodgers, it's justifying cheating, and it's justifying winning the championship in a shortened COVID season. So that's why I feel that could be a storyline.